Daniel, buddy, what's up? How are you doing? Oh, I'm good.
Good to see you. Hey, man,
how's the tour been?
Good. Oh my God, it's so
Dude,
fun.
so good.
Yeah,
So good. Hey,
awesome.
let's sit down.
Yes,
we're gonna introduce you to the fam.
Cool.
This is the fam nation. They
awesome.
They hang out with us on the daily basis.
Cool.
Are you sitting behind the camera, Luke?
Yes,
Okay.
I am.
All right.
Cool.
Hey, this is Daniel Beeman. Now, Daniel, tell us a little bit about yourself just right off the bat.
Cool. So I'm originally from Nebraska. I moved down to Kansas City about 6 years ago to go to college. I went to UMKC.
Very good.
So I lived here for like 4 years while I was in school, worked here, did theater all around town here, then moved to New York, and now I'm back on this tour. It's
That's
amazing.
awesome.
It's
That's
really
so cool.
Yeah.
How has it been being back in the city? From like leaving, going to New York, and then coming back. How's that? Is that different or weird?
It's amazing. It's because I feel like when I was here in college, I learned so much as you do in college, and just as like a human. And then moving to New York, you learn more, and then you kind of come back to your old stomping grounds, and you're like, oh my God, I used to go to that place. Oh man, that's where I did all that with all my friends there. So it's very nostalgic, and it's just so cool. And
that is awesome.
It's such good people here too, which is amazing.
Well, they're so friendly. It's so different than like New York or even LA. Like we go to LA sometimes, and you jump in an Uber, and they're like, "You're not from here, are you?"
Yeah,
like,
exactly. No,
definitely
sure not. Yeah, no.
When you came to Kansas City, you hadn't done a lot with theater, had you, prior to coming to Kansas City?
No, in Omaha, I was like a dancer. I sang. I was a swimmer.
Very cool.
I really didn't get into theater. I did a little bit in high school, but never really thought it was something I could pursue. But then moved down here because I just had known the city coming here when I was growing up, and kind of like found the theater and was like, oh no, this is what I need to be doing. So really, I learned everything that I know here.
That's so cool.
Just kind of out of the blue. So I got really lucky with the fact that I just moved here and just found it.
Yeah. So. Have you ever performed at Starlight before?
Yes, I have. No, so this is my third time here. I did Sound of Music 3 years ago. Mary Poppins 2 years ago.
We saw that. We did see
amazing.
That one. Yes,
great. Yeah. So I did those two, and then now I'm back. It's so weird.
That's so crazy.
So cool.
Yeah. What role do you play in the show?
So I'm in the ensemble. So I sing and dance in every scene, pretty much. But I also understudy Shakespeare. So there are times that if Adam's ever out of the show for whatever reason, then I'll step into that role.
Wow.
It's crazy.
One thing I've always wondered about that, because I've never been in shows big enough to have like understudies that actually were used.
And this is my first one as well.
That's crazy.
So, yeah.
So what happens as a dancer? Like for me, I'm like, my brain would just explode if I had to like just move to another position or whatever. But like for you, if you are pulled off of that ensemble role, are you replaced by someone else? Okay, there is always a replacement for you as a dancer.
Yeah. So we have 3 male swings and 1 female swing. That know every role in the show, and they are ready to jump in at sometimes a moment's notice, like a couple hours before the show starts. I mean, they're incredible. They to me are the backbone of this group.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's absolutely insane, man.
I know.
Okay, that answers my question, because I was always wondering about that, because I was like, man, like,
how do they do it?
How does that work?
Yep. What's so cool is that we're in a different city pretty much every week. So we usually open on like a Tuesday night. So the opening night crowd in a different city, it's going to be a completely different group of people. Most of the time. I mean, this show is still relatively new and unknown. So knowing that you're going to be doing this show for the very first time for a lot of these people who have never heard of it, never heard any of the music, never seen anything. So getting like genuine first reactions is always really cool. And hearing the audience, like the first laugh in the entire show, that is always like, oh, we got him, good.
Okay, we're there.
Yeah, no, and coming back here, it's so cool just because, I mean, I've performed here before, and looking out at the 8,000 people, and there's just nothing like it. But when we played Omaha, because that's where I'm from originally, I had like a lot of like my childhood friends and like childhood dance teachers and like people that I went to like high school with and all of that. So when we were there, that was a really cool thing to see people I haven't seen in like 10 years. So,
well, and also to see that like from a kid in Omaha that was dancing in Omaha could come out of this and then be on like this Broadway tour. Like that's what's like so cool to me. Like
it's insane.
Like the inspiration that is. I love that. So this show is like super energetic and physically demanding. How do you deal with that? Like getting ready for it, when you're done with it, how does that work?
Lots of sleep. I mean, especially now that we're doing it outside. It just kind of
adds a draining aspect.
Exactly. So lots of sleep, lots of water, and the show is physically demanding. So it's you got to warm up. You have to stretch. You kind of have to get your body moving. A lot of the times I'll hit the gym during the day. Maybe try to time it towards the show so you're
warming up. Yeah.
Exactly.
What dance styles did you start with, and what do you kind of work on now? What's your like primary dance?
Totally. So I started in tap when I was like 8 or 9. Loved it. Yeah, exactly. Loved it. Actually discovered Irish dance.
Okay.
Did that for 10 years, and I competed around the world.
That's pretty Isn't that rough on your knees?
So sure is.
Okay.
Hips and knees and
your legs in general.
Exactly. Yeah. So I did that for 10 years.
Oh my gosh.
Thought I was going to pursue that professionally, and then I kind of. I still love it, obviously, but kind of decided to kind of switch focus once I found theater and started going into going to ballet class, jazz, learning more tap, and doing all of the kind of traditional dance styles, if you will. But
have you found that like those like training in those areas has helped you get roles, like specifically tap? Because I feel like a lot of people think tap is a dying art form.
Yeah,
which it's not.
It's not. No, but it's not. Especially with this show specifically. Right. I mean, there's so much tap in this show. So it was nice having It's nice having that background. And to know that Casey, our director, almost in all of his shows, he always has some sort of like a good traditional tap number, a good old-fashioned musical number. So it's cool to be able to say, I come from that background, and he utilizes it still. So it's great.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think that's probably my favorite. Like anytime tappers, like anytime somebody walks out on stage and you see the glint on their shoe,
you're like,
you're ready, Luke, and my friend Mariah are just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, exactly.
You just scoot forward in your seat and just look at it a little closer. I love tap. Oh my gosh. Anyway, what city or what thing have you done throughout the weeks that you've been on this since January? What was your highlight throughout those months?
Totally. Obviously being home in Omaha.
Okay.
This is another one that when I found out that I got it, I was like, okay, I'm hitting Omaha, I'm hitting Kansas City, I'm good. I feel great about this. This is already perfect. But we were in Florida for a month, so we went snorkeling.
That's awesome.
We went to the beach every day. When we were in Texas, we got a VIP tour of NASA. So
whoa,
I mean, it's just
that's so cool.
We're really lucky in that we're hitting really cool cities and being able to go to such cool places. So I would say NASA and snorkeling.
That's
Those
so
are
cool.
my two favorites.
From Omaha.
Well, and that's the thing. We have so many people on this tour that are from the coasts, and
they're just it's whatever.
Well, yeah, and I mean, I guess I always kind of romanticized the beach and stuff. So it was always like, can we go?
You get there and it's so hot, and you're like, this isn't quite what I thought.
It's so fun, and I would always want to go, and people would be like, again? I'm like, no, we have to.
We have to. You don't understand.
Yeah,
this is the one time I'm here.
Yes, exactly.
Let me enjoy the fantasy. I love it. What would be a role that you would want to have someday, or a dream role in the future?
So one of my favorite shows is Sunday in the Park with George. I would love to play George in 10 years.
Sure.
Once I age into it, that's definitely probably top of my list.
Awesome.
Yeah. So pretty much anything in the whole Sondheim canon, I'm game.
What is the best piece of advice that you can give to a young aspiring actor or dancer or
totally
anyone?
I always got this, and I don't want to say I didn't take it to heart, but it's hard to understand until you find it for yourself. But you just have to be you. And for me, I am now starting to find okay, this is what I can bring to an audition. And Rob McClure, who's a lead in our show, I remember we were teaching a master class, and he said, there are, let's say 10,000 other actors who do their own thing. If you try to be them, they're already them.
Right.
So then you are just becoming a copy of them, but no one else is you.
Right.
So just pursue it, passionately do it because you love it, and if you love it, just do it. And just be yourself, in an audition, in anything. If you love to dance and you love, you may not even love musical theater, but and anything that you love, just do it wholeheartedly, be yourself. That's the best advice I ever got, and I'm starting to figure it out for myself now. So it's always a learning process.
That's kind of how I was as well with the YouTube thing. It's you say it all the time, and people say it to you all the time, just be yourself. You're what does that mean?
But this works for that person.
Yes, right.
They're successful because of this, but you will be successful if you just do you.
If you just do you.
So we can see the stage. They're kind of prepping everything right now for the show. We can probably go back there if you want.
Let's do it.
Do you want to just do that?
Let's just kind of walk through and give us a little tour, walk us through what you do.
Yeah, totally. So we're gonna go backstage. Here we go. The stage door. Yes. So welcome. to Backstage at the Kansas City Starlight. So we've got, so a lot of people don't know this. This is our music director, Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Yes.
I'm Paul.
Hey, Paul.
Nice to meet you, Brian.
Awesome.
This guy's great.
He is too. So a lot of people kind of think that, like, you know, oh, theater, it's like all I see are the actors, so those are the only people that are involved.
Right.
Incorrect.
Very incorrect.
If you look back here, these are all of our dressers, so they help us into all of our costumes. They set all of our costumes, they make sure we look nice. But this is just one group of people that help us back here. If you look, there are people running around everywhere. We've got Anne, who helps us with props. Whitney, she's one of our stage managers. I mean, there are so many people back here who make this thing happen every night. It's just incredible. It's amazing. But so this is kind of the stage.
Oh my
so we've got everything set.
You guys are ready for your opening act.
We are ready. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. And these are all of like our prop boxes.
So are these? Wait, these are hand painted, right?
Yes. Yeah. If you look at them, they are.
Oh,
I mean,
my
it's
gosh.
just insane.
I mean, look at this.
Yeah, it's
Hand painted, people. You can't tell, but it's hand painted.
I know.
It's too good.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Everything about this, it's just beautiful. You can just kind of tell how much space there is back here, which we're very lucky that we get so much space back here.
Is this pretty normal though?
Like comparatively to the other theaters you've done stuff in?
You know, it kind of depends. Some theaters are a little bit older, and so maybe like Backstage, like we'll have to cross like sideways because it's just so
too tight.
It's so tight. And then there are things like some of these like newer theaters that are just massive.
Massive, yeah.
So we're very lucky that we got so much space that we do.
So
here.
actually, if you didn't know, this floor right here,
oh
not
yes,
this floor, this floor here can support a car. Like you could drive a real life car on that thing and it wouldn't fall in.
Yep.
It also has trapdoors, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's cool. And we actually, what's kind of neat about touring, we have so many semi-trucks that carry everything, but we actually take the floor with us as well. So it's got all of our marks on it.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that.
Exactly.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. So all of this, the floor just
folds up and just stick it in the semi-truck and you're good to go.
Yeah, same floor. Exactly.
So we help out with a mobile church. So we do a lot of like.
So these bins look very familiar.
Yeah,
like all of this stuff.
Gondolas and they just close the doors
And they roll them on.
Onto the truck.
And it's all prepped and ready to go.
It is just
the manpower that it takes to do a tour is
insane.
Absolutely insane.
And the thing is like, you know, we close on a Sunday night and then the actors are done. We have all day Monday off, pretty much all day Tuesday off. We come back in the next city Tuesday night for the show. But the thing is Sunday night, the entire crew is working overnight to pack everything up onto the truck, drive it to the next city, reset it back up all day Tuesday, and it's like, it's all there for us. So we are very lucky that they work non-stop to make this thing happen. It's insane.
Absolutely mind-blowing. I love it so much.
Wonderful.
Like guys, I'm in heaven. Yeah. I'm just like walking around back here talking about theater stuff.
Totally.
This is my life.
This is cool. This is where the guys change, and then the girls change
on the opposite
other side.
Wow.
And
so these are also just like those like containers that you can close the doors up on
so they hang
ship them
everything
out.
up, and then they'll just close the doors and just slide them right on the truck. It's insane.
Wait, where's your spot?
That is
this is me. I'm right here.
It's covered.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. So this is my chair.
Right here.
I hang out.
This is my chair.
Exactly. I hang out with Joel and Kyle all night. It's awesome.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I love it.
So cool.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see the show. I know nothing about Something Rotten, so
That's what we like.
And I'm so excited to see the show now. Like more than I was already.
Listen to the soundtrack.
Good.
Yes.
Because when we found out we were actually coming.
Good.
I love it. I love it so much.
It's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Thank you.
So much
This is
fun.
awesome.
I know.
Thank you so much. Thanks
Hey.
for having me.
I know. This is so crazy. All right. Definitely go check out his social media links will be down below. You can follow him on his adventures throughout this country. Go check him out there. And yeah, good luck with the show.
Thank you so much.
I'm so excited.
God, this is awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, no problem, buddy.
Don't die. Okay, bye.
There it is.